Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, accept the agenda. We've got one, number 10, we can't do because that was advertised for tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And what?
Steve will go ahead and talk about that. I think when it comes to number 9 and 10, those open bids for the pickup and then
Yeah,
for the
9 and
road
10.
grader, you kind of just said what we could do.
I think we can authorize, if we want, we could authorize acceptance of the low bid. And we're a hybrid, we're trying to sell.
Right.
So, maybe with consultation with you guys, email or something.
Okay.
What happens if there's a tie bid?
The tie bid,
Yeah.
then we have to go back to them and say, I think you could
Kind
take,
of auction it off, didn't they?
well, I don't know if you do that, but you could probably take either of the bids if you have a reason. Our duty is,
At this point, we don't have anybody.
It'd probably
I
be
know,
whoever
but
got the first
tomorrow
one.
is the date, right?
Yes.
No, but that's supposed to be.
no, if it's a tie, then we can refuse all bids and start over.
Could you do it just at the timestamp it and whoever was there first, or that isn't?
Well, I think you could take either one.
Okay.
Because your duty is to accept the highest reasonable offer.
Okay.
Okay, not, so if they're tied, you're okay. And you might have some viable reason. No, it's not decided until we have it. For here, we talk about it.
It's on the agenda, so let's just leave it on and talk about it.
Okay, so I need a motion to accept the agenda.
There's 3 different agendas. There's 2 for the Director of Equalization and then 1 for,
No, that's minutes.
oh, I'm way off.
All
We're on
right,
the
it is
agenda.
Monday, it is Monday. Calm down, calm down. All right. Did you second, Rex?
The agenda, not the minutes.
Yes.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we've got minutes from last month's meeting. They were on the website. We printed them off for you guys. There is the April 9th meetings from the DOE and the April 23rd minutes of the DOE. So we need to approve.
Well, on the second, I'd like to ask some questions. I probably should have did this when he's looking, but
Okay.
this STRS for 35,000.
I
Where
think
you at?
your wife called me and I changed on the minutes, so you'll see the appropriate minutes on there. I'd added an extra 1 in there, or an extra number.
I couldn't find it, so when I printed the minutes
So I
off.
sent you the newest minutes, Rex.
What is that?
State retirement.
How about this? Who's Richard Ryan?
Well, those would be those confidential ones that you would have looked at.
Can't remember everything. And then
But
just,
you do know, we approved this, so you had an opportunity to go through that.
correct,
Okay,
correct, by
All right.
refreshing my memory, okay?
jeez, okay.
And then the wording on this bid thing, small deal, but it says motion to open bids. We didn't have any bids yet then.
But that's,
Where is this at now?
it was, we made a motion to have
To take
sealed bids.
Not to open them,
Okay, so you're asking for change.
just that
Okay,
little small
Okay.
well,
word.
there's, makes a
I
difference
can do
between
that.
open and go out for bids, you're right.
Okay.
So after those ones, so on the, what he's talking about is
Rex made a motion.
like this
to-
right here. So instead of open bids, they would be,
Accept me.
Except, well,
Oh, no, we
no,
were going out for bids.
we were going out for bids, so in a way it was opening bids.
Opening a
Oh,
bid,
and then if they're
opening
laying
a
on the
bid
table.
transaction.
Right,
How about
but-
requesting? How about
it's-
requesting?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, I will change those requesting on those two where it starts out Zastro on the first page.
Made a motion requesting bids.
So after that, you guys would approve the
So-
minutes.
Now do we approve with the changes?
Yes.
That's the only change, right?
Yeah.
And the questions you had
Yeah, with just, yeah.
for your
She
memory,
put in
memory's
extra
sake,
one.
right?
Yep.
Better start getting some of that
Ah,
ginkgo or
the
something there.
So Rex
I'll
first,
I'll move to
Okay.
approve, with the
the
Changes.
changes.
Did you remember 35,000 to that outfit?
I don't read the papers. So,
There's the minutes right there.
right, but on the
Exactly.
minutes, it's not 35,000. It's 3,500, the one
It's
I,
in what I printed off.
I don't know.
Where did you print it off at?
Because I just printed out your new
It's
ones,
underlined.
Rex.
well, I printed this off this
Well,
morning.
this is what I got on my email. I printed it off so I could study.
Okay.
I printed,
Oh,
This
I'm
off this
impressed.
morning.
I made a motion to accept. Did you second it?
I'll second.
All right.
all in favor. Okay, I need a motion to accept the minutes of the GOE on April 9th and April 23rd.
The 23rd, is that when we met?
That was the
Oh,
closeout.
we met on the phone.
We
Yeah,
get on the phone,
yes.
Okay,
yes.
so where do we put that in here?
This is,
You know what I'm saying, so that we can close it out.
this was the closeout. To
Was
close,
this the phone meeting?
yes,
Okay,
and then that's the,
that's one.
9th to the 20th.
yep, yep.
I will make a motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried. We're gonna move executive session up, for litigation. And some personnel with Tanner and Deb.
Before we get off of that though, can we have a little discussion about our minutes? Okay. Deb, which is not here, she comes and she puts something, her version in the paper. I know you then put what you think is gonna be approved
Right,
for
which I-
us in
yep.
there, okay? And I don't know, if I'm reading codified law or whatever, right, and what we need to do is publish our official minutes. Those
Within
aren't-
X amount of
Okay.
hours, I have to put it in for codified law, it says it's. So Deb does hers, then I do a draft of
Unofficial,
them, a
yeah.
draft, because we don't have a second
Well,
meeting.
then, you know,
And
well,
so-
that's my point here, is that not second meeting that's throwing you off.
And so then somebody came, Susan came, and she went through all the vouchers, and she said, well, these wrong, so I agreed, if they were wrong, there was a
Yeah.
extra in there, so.
But
it's-
no, I don't care about that. I'm talking about getting it so that official minutes are in the paper. Because it's starting all this,
Drama.
yeah, communication part. I know we got a web page and we try to put them on there.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
do.
Lee. You brought us into the 2020s, okay? But we're gonna have to do something about the official and unofficial minutes.
So here's
To be in
what we've done
compliance,
so
then we have-
far.
Okay, to be in compliance, we have to have them in there, how many days?
I have to have it in within a week, I believe, it's codified law.
After the meeting,
After the meeting, it's 1 week to have it put into the new, I have to have it to the newspaper by X amount of time. I'd have to look at, I know it's not 1
Well,
month.
How can you have official minutes in the paper within a week? I mean-
It's been over for a week.
Yeah, but you gotta approve them. They're not approved. These are not approved until today.
a month later. We don't officially, the minutes in the paper are not official till 1 month, basically, after our meeting, because we don't
Well, I
approve them.
suppose you gotta put them in there so people can read through, and if they see there's a problem, then they can come and say something before they are approved.
But to be fair, I sent it to you guys.
Yep.
Right.
Same time I sent it to the newspaper,
and
I
I'll-
send it to you
I-
guys.
And
that's just
I'll be
discussion.
honest, I don't look at the numbers. Once we go through the vouchers, sign them, I don't read the paper. If I do, I don't look at the numbers, because I've read through all these vouchers, and I don't pay attention.
Sure.
Heck, half the time, the paper doesn't get read. It goes in the garbage.
We live it, why read it again? But
I know
I
that
just
there's,
wanted
yeah, and I-
clarification about the minutes, because I know it's been on everybody's mind, and I don't know. I didn't know about the week, though. I mean, you could.
it's a
do that.
codified
Brooke
law,
County
I'd have
can't
to
do
look
that,
it up.
even though they meet twice a week. Davison County don't meet once a week.
Well, you should try to get them in there, right? But that's why you put it in the paper, right? So people can read it, and if they see a problem before it's approved.
But it's supposed to be official minutes, right?
No, but I don't think they're approved, still until we approve them a month
Right.
later.
So they can't be official. That's my point here. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty of this stuff because it's coming to a head here.
Does it say in the paper official minutes? Or does it
No.
say
No.
Minutes.
Can you just put unofficial minutes?
It's not put official on.
I know, but can you put unofficial so people know it's not the,
I can write anything we want on it.
Check with other counties.
And no other county puts unofficial on it.
Yeah.
But no other county, they meet more than once a month too.
There's only a couple counties that meet just one time.
Yeah.
That is true.
Will you check to make sure that it's a week? I
Yeah.
can't see.
Well, you guys go in executive session that way. I'll go
Okay.
this way and
And
find
then get
codified law.
anything you can, maybe what's her name? Chris, that'd be a good question for Chris.
Well, it's codified law. It's been this codified law for
Right.
years of how, but I know there's X amount of days that I have to be able to put it into them.
Okay.
Or officially, we would call it,
Yeah.
anything official would
The
be,
thing
we do that at
is,
the beginning of the year,
is
official
we
newspaper.
don't get many, or at least I don't. I get third-party phone calls because, or I get it through an email because we don't want to talk face-to-face anymore, or
Give
a
me,
text message, or,
when we have break, give me Deb's phone number, the newspaper.
Okay.
but, you know, just like last night, I got a phone call about opening the bids, third party. Well, if you can't call and talk to me, I really don't give a hoot. And I mean, man, that's my attitude.
Time's
You know,
too short, you know? And we're only here once a month, so we need to make the best of what we do have to.
That's right.
yeah,
So, I mean, if there's something we can do, but let's get it out there because all of a sudden this minute stuff. And I don't like coming and going through those every month either. I mean, I would rather see them before we get to the
we
meeting.
do, you should,
This time I did send it
Yeah.
early.
No, when you give it to us, but like he was asking, well, what was this 35,000 for? What did we pay? I mean, that was what's in there.
If I
That's why
can
we
tell you the
look at
reason I
those.
don't like sending you guys stuff is because it doesn't come directly to the person that I
well,
want.
that's just it.
And so.
I sent something confidential and somebody's wife answered. So it's hard that we're not getting the confidentiality that we need. Because
So I have a
somebody
hard time sending
Yeah, I'm
vouchers
saying
or things
confidential
and
stuff too. It's-
my husband doesn't even know how to open the email.
What's that? I'm not gonna do that with my lips, but you know, what does that mean? Gone, poof, or what?
That I said in the confidential meeting that got around to me.
No, it wasn't in a confidential deal.
All right, we
It
lost.
was,
so.
I must-
anyway,
Ah.
let's go to executive session on this litigation
1:15.
and,
All right,
and personnel.
I'll move.
Did we approve these here deals?
Yeah,
Yes. You seconded it.
Both of them?
yes.
Yep.
All right.
All three of them.
Executive
We
session
had
from
two.
1:15. Okay.
Capitalization and
I'll go find that codified law
Yeah.
and get the newspaper.
I'm gonna restart our,
We don't need anything here.
so I left them unplugged because we put his pictures on and then I plugged them in after I had the,
No, go in the other office so I can find codified.